Hi and welcome to today's show. This exclusive programme is brought to you by ChelseaFan12.com.
And today there was a great atmosphere at Stamford Bridge as Chelsea defeated Manchester City by 2-0.
So here we are at the Finborough Arms after an amazing game at Stamford Bridge today. It finished Chelsea 2, Manchester City 0, and with Ron Chopper Harris and Gary Chivers. Wow, we didn't expect that, did we?
No, we didn't expect that. Do you know what? I expected as well to have a different line-up to what we had. I thought we'd either go with Giroud up front or Morata, and all of a sudden we got the surprise that none of them were playing.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, I thought we did ever so well. First 25 minutes, we was off the pace and they looked the better side. But all of a sudden, when we settled down, we played well and deserved the victory.
Are you surprised at the lineup as well? No centre forward.
Well, I was surprised at the side that was selected with really no natural centre forward, big centre forward. But as I say, if somebody would have said to me and Chivs beforehand, you're going to win 2-0, I think we would have laughed at them, especially with the results, the way Manchester City have been going and the last matches that we've played. But at the end of the day, I thought the longer the game went in, it was more convincing that we were going to win.
Man City had a lot of the ball, as they always do, but they didn't have a massive amount of chances, not clear chances, did they?
No, they didn't have a lot of chances, but I'll tell you what, the major thing for us today, Aguero weren't playing. All of a sudden it was a different dynamics to their lineup. They had Sterling as the front dog up and there on his own, and I don't think that's his best position.
Yeah.
So it was all in our favour, and don't get me wrong, we played well today, didn't we, Ron? We did play well.
I'm probably asking the wrong person here, but as a defender, how tough is it to wait and not get in the tackle all the time? Because I thought Dave waited a lot today and did really well. He didn't commit himself.
Well, I think that the way modern football is today, that any sort of tackle, whether you slide in, you come from behind, is a free kick. But in our days, you could kick through people and you got away with it. But obviously today, as I say, football to me has become a non-contact sport. So you've got to be very, very wary, especially with how easy fellas fall in the penalty area today. And I thought Dave, who done that, done tremendously well.
Do you want to sign that guy's programme? He didn't want you to sign it.
I've signed it anyway.
You just ruined it now.
I signed it. And let me give me a little special mention here today for David Luiz, because he came back into the side, whether he missed, whether he was dropped or he was rested during the week, but he come back in the side. And he was different class.
Yeah.
He was different class. He was concentrated all the time. He had his mind on the game. He played the right balls at the right time, and he even cropped up with a decent goal.
Yeah.
I mean, what a performance. He played well for us today.
Come down to the Finborough Arms. You can get your autographs, photos with these two guys. More happening going. It's all going on here today.
It's all going on. It's all going on.
Everyone's in a good mood.
Well, everyone deserves to be in a good mood as well. It's a fantastic result for this football club. You know, after losing against Wolves in a week, and the last couple of games, if you look like we've only won, out of our last 3 games, we've lost 2 of them, and to come here today and play against who I think are by far the best team in this division. And we've hammered them, really, 2-0.
Hammered them 2-0. Who'd have thought, eh? Incredible.
Well, as Chiv said, if somebody would have said before the game to me, would you settle for a draw? I'd have said yes. Apart from winning, we've kept a clean sheet, which we always seemed very vulnerable to conceding goals, poor goals. But obviously, let's hope we finish in the top 4 to qualify for the Champions League.
I thought in the second half we broke up their play really well. Kante was the first man to go forward and stop them from playing, and we kept getting niggly fouls and they couldn't get into a rhythm. They had the 20 minutes in the first half, they were all over us, weren't they?
Well, they pass for fun, you know. I think one of their goals recently, they had 50 odd passes and put the ball in the back of the net. We just shut them down. We didn't sit back. I thought we was going to sit back before the game. We didn't sit back, and we had a right go. We pressed them, and we pressed them high at times. You know, but when the goalkeeper got it and threw it out, we was pressing them all the time, and we were showing them one way, showing them inside, shutting them down. Everyone today worked to their maximum, and we deserved. At the end of the day, we deserved that result.
And really, there wasn't a man of the match, was there? There was a team man of the match. We all played well.
Yeah, I thought it was a tremendous team effort. Whether Sari's had a bit of a razz up with a disappointing result at Wolves, but he's got the response, and as I say, most probably won quite convincingly at the finish.
I went to Wolves during the week. It was shocking 10 minutes where we gave away 2 goals. Apart from that, we were in control. What goes through your head when you've got to recover from that on Saturday up against Manchester City?
Listen, they must have had it in the back of their heads, but the way they set out today, obviously they played against the Wolves, lost the game, but straight away Sarri must have been thinking Thursday, he would have had him in Thursday, they would have done shape, they'd have played with Hazard up front, and it's a different dynamics to our game. Yeah. You know, you're playing with Hazard, Stones would have come out today thinking he's playing against a big guy, Morata or Giroud, all of a sudden he's got to play against him. And he is the best player, without doubt, in the Premiership when he plays.
Are we better playing up against a team that likes to play football and makes it an open game rather than sitting back?
Yeah, I think so, because, as I say, Manchester City come down with one idea, to attack. And for the first 20 minutes, I was grateful that they hadn't scored. But as I say, the longer the game went on, the more we come into the game, and I don't think that they could complain at the end of the day that they've got beat.
It opens it up for our players, doesn't it, when they're attacking us rather than just sitting back all the time?
Well, that's the name of the game. If you're the home team, you're the team that's attacking, really. And we haven't done that of late. We've been a little bit too slow on the ball, delivering the ball, passing's been slow and laboured. Today there was zipping the ball, there was zipping the passes, and we looked a completely different side. And we had the pace. We had the pace of Pedro, we had the pace of Hazard, we had the pace of Willian.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
It's a great performance. We go to Hungary on Thursday for the final game in the Europa League. That's a dead rubber now. We've already won the group, so no there. But next Sunday we're at Brighton, one of your former clubs, the big Brighton and Chelsea. How are you going to be sitting on the fence for that, Gary?
Listen, I'm going to be sitting as high on the fence as I possibly can. Brighton were a fantastic club for me, but I was born in Stockwell. Supported the club from 6 years of age, come to the club at 10, made me debut at 18. Once you're a Chelsea supporter, you're a Chelsea supporter.
We're going to be there next Sunday, aren't we? We're going to watch it.
We are going to be there.
Together,
no, thank Christ for that, by the way. I can't be sitting next to you screaming and oohing and things like that.
Ditto,
yeah. But yeah, it'd be a decent game. They're decent at home.
Yeah.
They're decent at home. But if Chelsea play anywhere near how they played today, there's no contest.
We look forward to that. Me and you will have a chat after that game
Definitely.
down at the Amex. Ron,
Definitely.
Thanks very much as always. It's all coming up next week. Thursday away in Vidi, and then we've got Brighton next Sunday. We'll be having an audio podcast on that, and then we'll be back here for the next home game soon. Don't forget to subscribe to us, Chopper and Chivs. We're in good form today. We've beaten Man City by 2-0, and we'll see you next time.
Visit the ChelseaFan12.com website today to keep up with all the latest Chelsea news and statistics. It's also the place to find signed shirts, photos and works of art featuring past and present legends. Sign up for free now at ChelseaFan12.com.
For the fans.
I thought he done ever so well today.
And when we check out, we just make it easy for teams to defend against us. Is that why you sent them home, because you weren't out with them? And I'm not being funny. Have you got a bush tucker trial coming up or anything like that?